You know when you walk into someone's house and you just think, oh, this is all so put together? There's a reason for that. It's because they've mastered their own interior style and stuck to it. It's actually way easier than you think to discover your style, even if you've never owned a house before. In this video, I'm going to show you how. Hey team, if you're new here, I'm Em. I've become known for my fun, colourful interior style. It's even been featured in magazines. But the most important thing about it is that it makes me happy to live here. I'm here to help you find the style that makes your home the most joyful place to be. So grab some paper and a pen and let's dive in. The first step to finding your style is something I'd recommend when you're approaching the design of any space. And that's to think about, how do you want to feel while you're there? I'm going to do this with you, so let's go. How do I want to feel in my home? For me, I think relaxed is key. Coming home after a long day. I want it to be a welcoming place, somewhere that feels fun and light-hearted. Somewhere where people won't take themselves too seriously. I'm sure I could think of loads more, but that'll do for now. The next step is to just bring to mind a few places where you felt like that. You don't have to get deep into the design details at this stage. It doesn't have to be places that you've lived. This feels like quite a hard one to start, but I'm going to start with coffee shops, restaurants, some of my travels and places I've been in the world. Now you've hopefully got a collection of really lovely places, it's time to drill down a bit. Have a look for common themes and see if you can describe them in words, like light, dark, cosy, moody. What were all the little things surrounding you in those places? Were there any standout pieces that really made you smile? Think about the overall vibes of the space as well. Maybe you always feel really chilled in that restaurant that's bursting with plants. Chuck botanical on your list of words. You see where I'm going. Let's have a look at mine for some more examples. So this coffee shop is just full of colours and it's just the vibrancy of that space. It makes me feel creative and energised. It's the most fabulous shade of pink and that just makes me smile. The Botanist in Newcastle sticks in my mind. It might not even be there anymore actually. I went there ages ago. I can just remember the ceiling and the big windows and the light streaming in. Szentendre, I think I've spelled that wrong. It is just outside Budapest, but it's just the most joyful place, and if you haven't been, I would recommend. It was just the most whimsical place to be. It had all these umbrellas and lampshades strung across the street. It was so joyful. Amsterdam and Copenhagen all have that same kind of minimal, uncluttered, light, airy. People often think I'd lean more towards maximalism because I like bright colours and fun things, but I think actually my hatred of clutter puts me more in the minimal camp. Finally, we're going to refine once more to pick out some common themes and favourites. You really want to drill this down to just 3 words that really define your style. You want at least 2 of them to describe exactly what you're like and how you experience things now. One of them you're allowed to have as a little bit more aspirational to move your style in the direction that you'd like it to go. But you want to be careful that you're not describing something that's just aspirational in a way that's not you and doesn't suit your personality and your lifestyle. You can test out different combinations by searching for them on places like Pinterest and just seeing what comes up and seeing if that resonates with you. If it doesn't look quite right, then maybe you can tweak 1 or 2 of the words. If everything that comes up you just think, that is so me, yes, that's when you know you've nailed your perfect combination. Even going through my list of places, I've already got a couple of words that have come up more than once, so these are a good starting point for my selection. I think vibrant, straight off the bat, has got to be one of them, because it summarises lots of different things and it doesn't tie me down to one colour like pink. I've also got light a couple of times and whimsical. These are what I'm leaning towards. I can't decide whether whimsical or playful would be a better word, but perhaps I'll test those out. If I go playful decor, let's see what comes up. This is a strong start. This is looking very me. Let's try whimsical. Yeah, we like that. That's very on brand. Strong colours, very me. This makes me happy. Let's try light, whimsical, vibrant decor. I like it. Oh, I have that lamp. That's a good sign. This is so me. I am getting a lot of actual lights coming up, which is obviously not what I'm going for. So I'm just going to try putting minimal in there. I don't think many people would call my style minimal, but minimal, whimsical and vibrant. This is giving strong M vibes and I'm here for it. Have a play around and see what you come up with. Obviously, your 3 words do not have to be set in stone forever. They're always going to change and you can review them as your style evolves. But having them to hand can be really helpful when you're buying things, making sure that all the items in your home contribute to your overall vision and it all looks cohesive, without being too matching. Put them in the comments and I'd love to have a look and see what comes up for your style. If you've absolutely nailed your vibe now and you're ready for some more practical tips to make your house a home, you'll find 10 great ideas in this video here. Catch up soon.